Hello friends, you're welcome to today's class. We are going to look at 2024 National Common Entrance Examination, NCEE. For today's lesson, we'll be looking at Part B, which is English Studies and National Values Education. But as you can see on the screen, we have Part B, English Studies. Yes, we are going to concentrate on English Studies. This is Session A, Comprehension. Once you come across any comprehension question like what we have, the first thing you must do is to read and understand the instruction. So let's read the instruction together. It says, read the passages below carefully and answer the questions that follow by choosing the most appropriate of the options lettered A to E. Numbers 1 to 10. Now let's read the passage. Passage 1. One dull, cloudy day, Uhuru and his wife left for one of their farms. This particular farm was situated at the outskirts of their village. They left very early in the morning so as to do a lot of work before the weather became very hot. They took along their 8-day-old baby boy because there was no one at home to leave him with. Uhuru was a well-known farmer. He owned many farmlands and each of them yielded a good harvest any year it was cultivated. Uhuru was also a powerful warrior. He and his wife had only one child, and they had waited 15 years after their marriage before they had him. As a result, they loved him very much and kept him with them every time. When they got to the farm, Uhuru's wife spread out a mat under a tree and used 2 wrappers to form a soft mattress. There she laid a baby, wrapped up very well. Let's go down a bit. Uhuru came from a village called Asa. 17 kilometers away from his village was another village called Idu. The people of this village were known for their bravery and love for war. Their head warrior's name was Uzoma, and he was a powerful warrior whose fame has spread all over the 7 villages around Idu. Once in a while, war would break out between Idu and one of the other 7 villages because of boundary disputes, and on each occasion, Idu would defeat their opponent and carry away their men and women as slaves. Here we have the passage. We are going to take the questions now. Let's look at the very first question. Question 1. Uhuru and his wife went to the farm with their child because, is a question. Question A says, he was 8 days old. Is that the reason? B, he was their only child. C, they didn't want to leave him alone at home. D, they had him several years after their marriage. E, they loved him so much. Among the options we have here, the correct answer is option C. Uhuru and his wife went to the farm with their child because they didn't want to leave him alone at home. It was there in the passage I read. Question 2. It can be understood from the passage that Uhuru was a dash farmer. A, famous. B, lazy. C, modern. D, wealthy. E, rich. The correct answer is famous. Question 3 says, The people of Edo were known for their A. Bravery, B. Hard work, C. Having disputes with other villages, D. Love for women, E. Peaceful coexistence with the other villages. And the passage, it was said that the people of Edo were known for their bravery. So the correct option is A. Question 4 says, the word powerful as used in the passage is A. A noun, B. A preposition, C. A verb, D. An adjective, E. An adverb. As used in the passage, powerful is an adjective. It was used to describe a noun, like someone. Alright, we are done with this passage. I hope you appreciate this. Let's move over to the question 5, like a new page. The last question for passage 1. This question says, which of the following statements is true according to the passage? A. Uzoma was a popular farmer. B. The people of Edo were defeated in all their boundary disputes. C. There was always war between Edo and other villages. D. Owuru and his wife had many children. E. Owuru had several farmlands. Among the options we have, the correct answer is E. Owuru had several farmland. Okay, we are done with passage 1. We are going to read passage 2. Alright, passage 2 says, as children in primary school, we were told certain talismans from Indian gave their wearers supernatural powers. They enabled the wearers disappear in times of trouble, rendered them bulletproof, and so on. But what interested me most was a talisman for supernatural intelligence. I wish I had such a talisman that would enable me do well in school. One day, while returning from school, I saw a diamond ring by the roadside. It looked so much like the talisman we were told about. I picked it up and tried it on my right middle finger. It fitted quite perfectly. At last, the Indian goddess had sent me the talisman of my dream, I reasoned. We were told that such talismans were sent to people who desired them. When I got home, I kept the object in a safe, secret place. I did not bother to work hard for the remaining part of the term. I believed the ring would help me pass my exams. I wore the ring during the examination, but when the results were announced, my performance was worse than ever before. I regretted depending on the ring for my success. When I got home, I ran to the river and threw the ring into the water. From that day, I stopped believing in talismans. Alright, this is a nice passage. I hope you follow through as I read the passage. We are going to take a look at the first question under passage 2, question 6. The writer was interested in the talisman because he, A, believed it would improve his academic performance, B, heard so much about it, C, wanted to be protected from bullets, D, was a poor pupil, E, was always in trouble. The correct answer is option A. He believed it would improve his academic performance. Question 7 says, the writer believed the ring was a talisman because A, he dreamt about it. B. He found it by the roadside. C. It fitted him perfectly. D. It looked like one. E. The Indian goddess promised him one. The correct option is C. When he tried the talisman, it fitted him perfectly. Alright, to the next page. Question 8 says, which of the following statements is not true according to the passage? A. A talisman looks like a ring. B. Indian talismans are fake. C. The writer did not tell anyone about the ring. D. The writer's performance in the term was bad. E. The writer was interested in doing well in school. Among the options we have, B is the correct answer. Remember, the question says, which statement is not true? Indian talismans are fake. It wasn't stated that way in the passage. Question 9 says, I'm going to scroll down so we can have all the options. One incident in the passage to show that the writer regretted his action was that he, A, did not work hard during the term. B. Kept the ring in a secret place. C. Stopped believing in talismans. D. Threw the ring away. E. Wore the ring during the exam. Of course, throwing the ring away shows that he regretted his action, and that was what he did according to the passage. Question 10 says, the word perfectly as used in the passage is an example of A. Adjective, B. Adverb, C. Conjunction, D. Preposition, E. Verb. As used in the passage, the word perfectly is an example of an adverb. Okay, that's all for the passages. Now we'll be looking at section B. We have Lexis. But like I said earlier, for each section, you must read and understand the instruction before answering the questions. Alright, the instruction for section B says, choose from the options lettered A to E the one that is nearest in meaning to word in Italy's, numbers 11 to 15. Question 11 says, Amina advised her brother to repay the bank loan. Let me underline what we are looking for so that it will guide us. Nearest in meaning. Amina advised her brother to repay the bank loan. Okay. The word in Italy's here is repay. A. Forfeit. B. Ignore. C. Reduce. D. Refund. E. Withhold. The correct answer is refund. Refund and repay are similar. Yeah. So refund is the closest in meaning to repay. In fact, we can use both of them interchangeably. Question 12 says, the landlord accepted the rent from the tenants. A. Declined. The word in English is accepted. So let's look for the nearest in meaning. Our synonym of accepted. A. Declined. B. Denied. C. Gained. D. Hid. E. Received. Accepted is to receive. The right answer is E. Question 13 says, alright, Mrs. Olaya is very mean to her pupils. The word in English here is mean. A. Appreciative of. B. Attentive to. C. Impatient with. D. Observant of. E. Wicked to. When you say someone is very mean, that means the person is kind of wicked. So the correct option is E. Wicked to. Question 14 says, the proprietor sacked the erring staff. A. Appointed. B. Disciplined. C. Dismissed. D. Retained. E. Suspended. Sacked. Here. Synonym of sacked, nearest in meaning to sack, is dismissed, which is option C. The last question on the Lexis, question 15, we need to go up a bit. She seeks for her mother's advice. A. Aid. B. Assistance. C. Guidance. D. Information. E. Instruction. The right answer is guidance, because we are looking at synonym for advice. So advice, guidance. Yeah, that's the answer. We are done with that. Let's look at this instruction before question 16. Scroll down a bit. Choose from the options lettered A to E the one that is most nearly opposite in meaning to the word or expression in Italy's, that is from number 16 to 20. Question 16 says, the boy was scared of addressing the crowd. A. Afraid of. B. Bored in. C. Excited in. D. Happy about. E. Timid in. The opposite of scared is bored. So the right option is B. Question 17. Question 17 says, with the advent of the internet, the world has become a global village. A. Little. B. Local. C. Lonely. D. Nuclear. E. Remote. The word in Italy is global. What is the opposite of global? The right answer here is B. Local. Local refers to something that is limited to a particular place or region, which contrasts with the worldwide scope of global. Question 18 says, we live in a civilized society. The italicized word here is civilized. A. Complex. B. Complicated. C. Developed. D. Modern. E. Primitive. The right answer is E. Primitive. Primitive means something basic, simple, or undeveloped, and that is the opposite of civilized. Let's move down to question 19. This question says, the students were eager to represent their school in the quiz competition. A. Anxious. B. Delighted. C. Happy. D. Keen. E. Reluctant. The italicized word here is eager. What is the opposite of eager? Reluctant. Yes, reluctant is simply lack of eagerness or enthusiasm, suggesting hesitation or unwillingness to do something. Let's move up to question 20. A bridal gown had similar patterns as mine. A. Bold. B. Colorful. C. Different. D. Same. E. Separate. The right answer is different, because the italicized word here is similar. So different simply means things that are not alike. Let's take a look at section C, which is structure. The instruction says for section C, complete each of the following statements with the most appropriate of the options lettered A to E. This instruction is for numbers 21 to 40. So question 21 says, the dash advised the pupils to always submit their homework on time. A. Bursar. B. Clerk. C. Librarian. D. Teacher. E. Technician. The correct answer is teacher. The person typically responsible for advising pupils. So I'm picking D. Question 22 says, crops are grown. Crops are grown and sold by A, farmers, B, marketers, C, producers, D, professionals, E, workers. The right answer is A. Crops are grown and sold by farmers. Question 23. We shall dash each other better. A, knew, B, know, C, knowing, D, known, E, knows. The right answer is B, know. We shall know each other better. Okay, question 24 says, Abu is dashed than the other boy. A, more smart, B, more smarter, C, smart, D, smarter, E, smartest. The correct answer is D. Abu is smarter than the other boy. Here, smarter is a comparative form of smart. Okay, we'll go to the next page. Question 25 here says, his grandparents passed away before he was born. A, had, B, has, C, have, D, have been, E, were. The right answer is A, had. His grandparents had passed away before he was born. Question 26 says, you can play video games your studies. A, after, B, against, C, in, D, through, E, with. So the right answer is after. After is a correct preposition indicating sequence. So the right answer should be you can play video games after your studies. Question 27 says, the boys present for the lesson. A, is, B, is being, C, was, D, was being, E, were. The right answer is E, were. The boys were present for the lesson. And were is kind of a plural form for boys. Question 28 says, the principal goes to the golf club he plays golf. A, because, B, except, C, if, D, in case, E, unless. The right answer is A. The principal goes to the golf club because he plays golf. Question 29 says, he flipped his notes to check for the answers. A, against, B, by, C, inside, D, into, E, true. The right answer is E, true. True is a correct phrasal verb. Let's move to question 30. Question 30 says, the new students were asked to come along with their dash letters. A, accommodation, B, admission, C, appointment, D, employment, E, redeployment. The right answer is admission. The new students were asked to come along with their admission letters. Question 31 says, the dog ran away the fire. A, across, B, at, C, below, D, from, E, in. So it has to be from. So from here is correct preposition for indicating the source of fleeing. The dog ran away from the fire. Question 32 says, Sean no Ugo is present in school today. A, both, B, either, C, neither, D, none of, E, whether. The right answer is C, neither. Question 33 says, we were each given a dash of cake at the birthday party. A, bar. B, lump. C, morsel. D, piece. E, pinch. D is the right answer, piece. This is most appropriate measure for cake. Let's move on to question 34. The train is on transit. Dash it. A, is. B, isn't. C, was. D, wasn't. E, would. B is the correct answer. The train is on transit, isn't it? So it's the correct tag question form. Let's take a look at the next page as we look at question 35. Our classmate think she is a dash because she is slow and lazy. A, sluggard. B, sluggard. C, sluggard. D, sluggard. E, the word sounds similar. But the right answer here is B. Is spelled the right way. And this is a correct term for a lazy person. Question 36 says, the child is suffering from A, kwashiorkor. Yeah, you are being tested for spelling. E is a right spelling for kwashiorkor. Let's move down to question 37. She dressed dash beautifully that everybody admired her. A, quite. B, so. C, such. D, too. E, very. The right answer is B, so. She dressed so beautifully that everybody admired her. Let's move down to question 38. Which of the following words can go with the article an? A, holiday. B, horse. C, horse. D, hour. E, house. The correct answer is hour, like an hour. Question 39. Motorists are advised to always dash traffic rules. A, honor. B, ignore. C, obey. D, regard. E, respect. The correct answer is obey. That is the most appropriate verb for traffic rules. Okay, the last question for English language. Question 40 says, my father locked up the gate. A, herself. B, himself. C, itself. D, myself. E, themselves. The correct answer for 40 is B, himself. My father locked up the gate himself. And that is the correct reflexive pronoun for father. Thank you for staying with me. I'm sure you enjoyed this lesson. Don't you forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. And of course, let others see this, as it will definitely be helpful for them. Alright, we are going to stop here for today. In our next video, we'll look at national values education. We'll start with social studies. Bye.